Hey, what is going on guys, it's Tharshey and welcome back to another video on the channel. Today we're going to be having a look at Sentinels and Sharpshooters and determining which is better. Anyway, I hope you guys do enjoy the video, and if you do, please do drop a like, comment and subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to turn on those post notifications. Anyway, let's get straight into it. So obviously we're in Rise to War and we are going to be looking at two different types of units. First is the Elvish Archers, the Sentinels, and second is the Human Archers, the Sharpshooters. So as you can see, I do have both here. I personally do use Sentinels, but we're going to have a look at the stats of both and look at which, should theoretically be better. So let's go and have a look at Sentinels first. So in terms of attack, Sentinels have 28 to 29 attack. What this means is, well, obviously they're going to be doing 28 or 29 damage per command. However, the 28 to 29 is the range of damage that it picks. So Sentinels will be doing either 28 or 29 damage. It's only one difference, not a big leap over there. Now, over at HP, they have 28 HP and they have 14 defense. In terms of speed, they have 71 speed and they have 12 siege. Conscription cost per command, we're not really going to have a look at that because we're not determining, value against cost. We're just actually looking at which is better command for command. So, yeah. These are the raw stats of the Sentinel. However, obviously they do have their unique ability, and that is the Swiftness ability, which when maxed out gives them a 100% chance to evade attack 1. What that means is the first attack that is directed at the Sentinels, they will evade it, gets guaranteed. It's 100% that they will evade that unless that attack obviously is in pursuit, aka someone with a pursuit item or pursuit skill which counters evasion. So that is Sentinels. Now over at Sharpshooters, right? Sharpshooters have an attack of 18 to 26. So first thing you need to look at is obviously it's a bit lower. So the max attack a Sharpshooter can do is 26. The minimum attack a Sentinel does is 28. So as you can see, the Elvish Archers do have a higher attack. So it's not that much higher, 26 to 29 is only 3 attack. However, what you have to look at is the minimum attack a Sharpshooter can do is 18. So when a Sharpshooter is attacking now, they could do 18 damage or they could do 26. That is a pretty big gap. That is over 8 damage. They can be doing 18, they could do 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25 or 26 damage. So if you're using Sharpshooters, you're not guaranteed to be doing highest damage. Your Sharpshooters may attack for 26, they may be attacking for 18, which is a whole lot less, However, you're not going to know which one it is until it is, until afterwards when you're looking at your battle report. You're like, okay, this attack they did 30,000 damage, this attack they only did 20,000 damage, and there's still the same amount of Sharpshooters. So that is something that you have to think about, right? With your Elvish Archers, you have guaranteed damage output because the difference between the minimum and maximum attack is only 1. With Sharpshooters, on the other hand, you do not have guaranteed damage output. They could be doing a lot of damage at 26 or they could be doing a lot less damage at 18. So that is something you do need to keep in mind. However, if we go over to the HP, they do have more HP. So they have 32 HP to the Sentinels 28, I believe it was. Yeah, Sentinels 28 HP, Sharpshooters have 32. So Sharpshooters do have 4 HP more. Their defense is 19, their speed is 64, which is a bit slower, and their siege is 11. Now, they do also have a unique ability, and that is the first 2 rounds damage dealt plus 4%. I believe this maxed out is 30, what is it? For 30 or 40%, I think it's 40%, right? It's a 4% increase each time. Let's check. Yeah, 4, 8, 12, 16, yeah, it's a 4% increase each time. So maxed out, the Sharpshooters for the first 2 rounds are going to be doing 40% more damage. So when looking at them now, you're going to say, okay, so they have 26 damage, but now they're going to also be doing 40% more, which is nearly about, it's about 30, 40 damage. I would say it's about 40 damage or so. But that 40 damage is only for the first 2 rounds. And you have to also remember another thing is, it could be 40% of 26, it could be 40% of 18. If it's 40% of 18, they're still only going to be doing about 27 to 28 damage, which literally means with their ability, they'll only be doing the same amount of damage that an Elvish, Elvish Sentinels will be doing. So, as you can see, Sharpshooters, they obviously a bit more tanky, a bit more health. They do bonus damage in the first 2 rounds. However, their damage output is very, it's not guaranteed. They could be doing a decent amount of damage. They could be doing a lot less damage because of that big gap in their minimum and maximum attack. Sentinels, on the other hand, they're slightly weaker in terms of HP and defense. They have less defense, less health points. They are a bit faster and do a little bit more siege. However, their attack is much higher, and their attack is pretty much guaranteed damage output. They also do have that first, that first round of evasion, or not first round, I should say, that first attack evasion, which is pretty cool. So, in my opinion, I say go Sentinels. I personally use Sentinels over Sharpshooters all the time. However, there is maybe one or two situations in which you may want to pick one over the other. And by one over the other, I mean you may want to pick Sharpshooters over Sentinels. Now that is gear dependent, or obviously skill dependent. For example, on my Gandalf the Grey, I have Wizard's Fireworks and I have the Hunter's Guide. Both of these will increase the attack damage of either my Sentinels or my Sharpshooters. However, I also have a Carver which increases the unit attack of men and evil men. So this will only increase the attack of men units. Sharpshooters are men, Sentinels are not. So if you do have a commander with, different gear pieces, maybe that only gives attack, only gives defense, or only gives HP to men units, then you may want to consider using Sharpshooters over Sentinels for that. Because if you're getting maybe +3, 6, 9, 12, you're getting +12 attack, right? But that 12 attack is only for men units, then you're definitely not going to want to use Sentinels. You're going to want to put Sharpshooters there, okay? So if it's something like that, or if it is a skill, for example, like, anyone has a skill that is the damage of men increased by 21%, and other commanders also have skills, that increase men damage dealt. So if you are using a commander like that, that says increases the damage of men units only, then you may want to consider using Sharpshooters instead. Even though, the attack is not guaranteed, if they are going to be, getting buffed by equipment or by skills, you may want to pick them over your Sentinels anyway. There are also, one or two other commanders that can actually make your men deal highest damage. So who is it? Is it Gandalf? Actually, I'm not sure. Is it? No, it is not Gandalf. Yeah, who is it? Okay, but there is a commander. I forget who, but one or two of your commanders can have skills that do things like men units deal highest damage. Maybe like that, or it could be 75% chance of dealing highest damage. And what that means is, let's say it says there's 100% chance of dealing highest damage, then that means your men units, aka your Sharpshooters, are going to be dealing the maximum damage. They're going to be dealing that 26 damage every time, not that 18. So if you have a skill like that, then definitely use Sharpshooters on that commander, because they're going to be dealing maximum damage anyway. And if they have gear that also increases men attack, they're just going to be definitely outweighing your Sentinels in terms of, usability for that. So you just have to, think about things like that. And in the end, it is always up to you. But I personally, if there's no gear or skills that is uniquely affecting one or the other, then I would say in general, pick Sentinels over your Sharpshooters, as I feel they are a better investment. Anyway, if you guys did enjoy this video, please do drop a like, comment, and subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to turn on those push notifications. Anyway, before we exit the video, I just want to say, leave a comment down below and let me know what is your favorite ranged unit. If you're playing good side, do you like using Sentinels? Do you like using Sharpshooters? Or do you like using something else? This is obviously tier 2 units that you may actually prefer using, either because of gear, because of skills, or just because, of cost in terms of that. So if you are playing evil, obviously you have other stuff instead. I'm not really sure what the evil ranged units are, but you do have those options. So let me know down below in the comment section what your favorite ranged unit is, and what your favorite ranged unit is between the Sentinels and the Sharpshooters. Anyway, I'll see you guys in the next video.